Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of my crypto gaming journey, and today it is finally time to play some Gala Games. Alienware and Epic Games partner up to offer alpha testing access for players interested in Superior, the co-op third-person shooter zombie survival game launched by Gala Games. I could not pass up this opportunity, especially since so many gaming brands were involved. Superior has been developed by Drifter, a Seattle-based gaming studio that previously released VR-compatible titles, most of which published on Steam. You can play the game solo or in co-op mode with up to 2 other players. There are 3 playable characters available: Ronin, a close-ranged bruiser, Murmur, a trickster that summons holograms, and Nomad, a long-range sharpshooter. I have to mention right from the beginning that the game genre is roguelite, meaning that you are meant to die. A lot. For those unfamiliar with the term, roguelite is a subgenre of roguelike games. In turn, the roguelike genre is characterized by procedural content which changes every time you play the game, probably one of the best known examples being the Diablo franchise. Roguelite games add on top of this a progression system that persists through the character's death. Superior takes full advantage of this, meaning you start completely undergeared and underpowered, thrown amidst hordes of zombies. Your goal is to collect the juice of superheroes that turned evil after mutating into abominations. By doing so, you can use it on yourself to unlock different powers for your basic abilities: dash, jump, and melee attack. These powers can be upgraded throughout the run, unlocking different builds that complement your firepower. In addition, each character has an ultimate ability called Overdrive that charges as you kill enemies. However, you gain access to this ability only from level 2. This means that your only chance to get past the first couple of missions when starting a character at level 1 is to join a co-op because you can get resurrected. If you decide to play solo, expect a number of rounds to get slaughtered until you gain enough experience to level up a couple of times. Remember that your experience points, level, and talents persist through death. I really liked how the talent tree was structured, unlocking different playstyles depending on what talents you picked. This in turn translated to a palpable feeling of power for your character, especially when coupled with juice buffs, creating an addictive game loop. Seeing how much of a difference even one level can make, I immediately wanted to go back in and gain more experience to unlock different skills and buffs. This is a prime example of replayability at its best. Ronin's ultimate is a self-shield, while his main passive generates additional shield points on top of his armor whenever he kills an enemy in close range. Nomad gains auto-aim, firing headshots during her ultimate, and her passive calls down satellite strikes when scoring a headshot. Murmur's ultimate makes her invisible, and her passive creates a hologram when dashing backwards. Without a doubt, co-op was much more fun than solo, as you could use whatever build you wanted, unlike solo where you had to consider survivability as well. I played with all 3 characters, and my favorite was Nomad the sharpshooter, followed by Ronin the bruiser. Nomad becomes a machine gun if you happen to get the Xeno power up, because you have a chance to summon alien helpers that fire when you use your weapon. I managed to get up to 15 Xeno helpers which, coupled with a light machine gun, wreaked havoc on my enemies. These Xeno modifications could later be upgraded to improve your dash, transforming you into a motorcycle that could run through enemies, as well as your jump, transforming you into a ball that could bounce around while the alien helpers would continue to fire at enemies. Equally fun, and in my opinion more powerful on its own, was Ronin with a fire jump power-up, as you could glide over enemies while they were burning away. This also synergized with his passive, gaining shield points at the same time. For Murmur, one of the strongest power-ups was the static shield that kept her safe, while also repelling enemies that got too close. Every other 2 missions you would also face a boss, and in this alpha testing we had 3 of them to defeat: Backbone, Wind Up, and Brute Force, each with its own mechanics. Backbone was a colossal abomination which had only certain body parts exposed, Wind Up kept spawning mechanical minions, while Brute Force unleashed a chaotic assault of enemies. Graphics-wise, the game is designed top to bottom with a comic book theme in mind, and I thought it was a nice take on zombie survival mode. Big shout out to the Superior community, which was extremely helpful and eager to team up with every occasion. There is also a competitive mode which is enabled using keys you loot during your runs, but I didn't get to try it out. Apparently it rewards cosmetics for your character. Overall, I had so much fun playing the game, and it is expected to be released later this year or early Q1 2023. I can't wait to blast away hordes of zombies and level up my characters, as the talent tree offers so many appealing options. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!